Comparing Asian countries. Comparing Asian countries can be challenging due to the vast differences in culture, history, geography, economy, politics, and social issues. However, here are some general comparisons between a few Asian countries. 1. China and Japan. Both China and Japan are major economic powers in Asia, but China has a much larger population and economy. Japan is known for its technology and innovation, while China is known for its manufacturing and production. In terms of culture, Japan has a unique and distinct culture, while China's culture is more diverse and influenced by various factors. 2. South Korea and North Korea. South Korea is a democratic and prosperous country with a highly developed economy and advanced technology. On the other hand, North Korea is an isolated country with a highly centralized government and a struggling economy. North Korea is known for its nuclear weapons program and its aggressive stance towards the international community. 3. India and Pakistan. India and Pakistan have a complex relationship, characterized by political tensions and conflicts. India is the world's largest democracy and has a rapidly growing economy. Pakistan, on the other hand, has a struggling economy and a history of political instability. Both countries have significant cultural and religious diversity. 4. Singapore and Malaysia. Singapore and Malaysia are both prosperous countries in Southeast Asia, but Singapore is more developed and urbanized. Singapore is known for its strict laws and regulations, while Malaysia is known for its diverse culture and natural beauty. 5. Iran and Saudi Arabia. Iran and Saudi Arabia are two major countries in the Middle East. Iran is a Shia Muslim country with a history of political tensions with the United States and Israel. Saudi Arabia is a Sunni Muslim country that is home to the holy cities of Mecca and Medina. Comparing Pakistan with other Asian countries. Comparing Pakistan to other Asian countries can provide some insight into its economic, political, and social standing in the region. Here are some general comparisons. 1. Pakistan versus India. Pakistan and India have a shared history and cultural ties, but they have a complex and often tense relationship. India is a larger and more prosperous country with a more diversified economy, while Pakistan's economy is heavily reliant on agriculture and textiles. India has a more established technology sector, while Pakistan is emerging as a startup hub. 2. Pakistan versus China. China is one of Pakistan's closest allies and has invested heavily in the country's infrastructure and energy sectors. Pakistan has benefited from China's Belt and Road Initiative and is a key partner in China's plans to expand its influence in South Asia. However, China has a much larger economy and has a more developed technology sector. 3. Pakistan versus Iran. Pakistan and Iran share a long border and have cultural and religious ties, but they have had a rocky relationship in recent years. Iran is an oil-rich country with a diversified economy, while Pakistan's economy is heavily reliant on imports of oil and gas. Iran is also more developed in terms of technology and innovation. 4. Pakistan versus Japan. Japan is a highly developed country with a diversified economy and advanced technology sector. Pakistan's economy is still developing, and its technology sector is still in its early stages. However, Japan has a rapidly aging population, while Pakistan has a much younger population that could provide a demographic dividend in the future. 5. Pakistan versus South Korea. South Korea is a highly developed country with a strong focus on technology and innovation. Pakistan's technology sector is still in its early stages, but the country has a large and growing youth population that could drive growth in the future. South Korea's economy is more diversified, while Pakistan's economy is still heavily reliant on agriculture and textiles. It's important to note that these are general comparisons, and there are many nuances and complexities to each country's culture, economy, and politics. Pakistan relation with its neighbor countries. Pakistan has complex relationships with its neighboring countries, which have been shaped by historical, political, economic, and strategic factors. Here is a brief overview of Pakistan's relationships with its neighbors. 1. India. Pakistan and India have a long-standing and contentious relationship that has been marked by several wars, border disputes, and political tensions. The two countries have also engaged in a bitter rivalry in sports and culture. However, there have been some efforts to improve ties, including the recent opening of a visa-free corridor between the two countries for Sikh pilgrims. To Afghanistan. Pakistan and Afghanistan have bilateral cultural and religious ties. However, Pakistan continues its efforts for forging a friendly and good neighborly relationship with Afghanistan, on the basis of mutual respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity. The two countries have substantial trade linkages. 3. Iran. Pakistan and Iran share a long border and have cultural and religious ties. However, their relationship has been bilateral by strategic factors, including Pakistan's close ties with Saudi Arabia. There is a renewed energy and growing positivity and desire to work together between each other. Iran was the first country who recognized Pakistan after independence. Both countries have supported each other at critical junctures in their history. 4. China. Pakistan has a close relationship with China and has been a key partner in China's Belt and Road Initiative. China has invested heavily in Pakistan's infrastructure and energy sectors and has provided economic aid to the country. Pakistan and China also share strategic interests in the region. 5. Russia. Pakistan and Russia have historically had a strained relationship, but there have been some efforts to improve ties in recent years. Pakistan is interested in expanding its economic and military ties with Russia, while Russia sees Pakistan as a potential partner in its efforts to make trade in the region. Overall, Pakistan's relationships with its neighboring countries are shaped by a variety of historical, political, and strategic factors. While there have been some efforts to improve ties with certain neighbors, there are also ongoing challenges and conflicts that continue to shape these relationships. Thanks for watching and subscribe for